Hi, Coach Alexandr here, and I think the most important thing that differentiates us is how we work with our clients. We're very careful to make sure to align our ability to help them with their goals, the reality of their goals, to motivate them, to push them harder, but also to be realistic and to take the right time approach. So what we're talking about is real coaching techniques. Of course, everybody thinks about simply sitting in a class, learning some material, and then being able to do the test. But the whole thing, from the exam itself to the preparation of your application, wherever you're applying, whether it's an MBA, a master's program in almost any discipline, and maybe even you're applying to a PhD, high-level research institution, there's ways of coaching that are simply not present if you just go and take a class or work with somebody who's just going to correct your essay. What do I mean by this? To get the most effect out of people, think about great athletes. Great athletes are not superhuman. Most of them found that this is a passion, and they found good trainers to do it. And of course, they found the will within them to want to get better. They want to win, but to win you want to get better. So those who focus on their learning through a good coaching relationship are those that tend to perform the best. The other interesting thing is with a lot of our clients, we get to maintain our relationships. We get to follow them when they go to the MBA, so we get to understand a little bit about how their MBA program is, and that's interesting. Very often, after they graduate and their career begins, we still stay in touch. Sometimes they come to us for advice, or even they're maybe interviewing for a new job, and or they need to write some things, or they have some ideas for a project, and we can help them because now, in a way, we've become friends through the time we spent working together. So one of the things, and any of those of you who do coaching or teaching or try to help other people get better, one of the things that's most rewarding is seeing them progress, seeing their success, and it's always nice to get a little thank you. Now, when was the last time you actually received a postcard, a physical postcard, as opposed to an email or a tweet or something on a Facebook page? Well, this is one of the beautiful parts that I love the most. This is just a sampling. I don't want to go crazy and show you too many, but these are all recent. These aren't from many years ago. These postcards still exist in the world. So we have our clients, for example, when they go to visit the schools or when they make it into the school, they say, hey, I'm in San Francisco, I've done my interview, the interview was great, I'm enjoying the city, something like that. Okay, so we have a bunch from San Francisco, for example. Why? Because there's a lot of good schools. We got one specifically from Berkeley, and it's very nice. It says, hello coaches, I did it, I can't believe it, and it's thanks to you. Yes, it is. Thank you very much. Okay, it's a little joke. He's a funny guy, but he obviously deserved it. He did it. We helped him. New York, of course, people go to New York a lot. I'm not just talking about a trip, they take a vacation, but you have Columbia, you have NYU, you have a whole bunch of other good schools, you have also schools in neighboring states, you have Harvard, you have MIT. So they send us postcards from this. Here's one from Montreal. Again, it looks like a vacation postcard, but in fact, this person went to school in Montreal, decided to do his graduate or her graduate work in Montreal, and sent us this beautiful postcard with a thanks on the back. I mean, come on, what coach would not be happy to have that? When another person went to visit Chicago while or I think it maybe was a she, while she was applying there, she sent me this postcard of the Graduate School of Business of what it looks like. And it was phenomenal. And going to campus and seeing it gives you a completely different idea of what the schools are. We'll talk about that in other videos. So it's nice to get that. Here's a cool one. One of the ones I like the most. It's Trisha. This is from Singapore. This is from one of my executive MBA clients who, when they were doing their module in Singapore, she sent me this postcard, unexpected. It's great. I mean, it makes you feel so nice to receive actually something in the mail. The funny thing is too that we follow some people and we sometimes stay friends, and even when they get their job or go to companies, they still stay in touch. So they send us, like Happy New Year on their company letterhead or something like that. The point is not to brag. The point is to say we work towards a real appreciation of the person, because coaching is about finding the talents of the individual that even that person may not know he or she has, and bringing them up forward. It's not doing the work for them, but it's helping them grow. And if you made a decision or are considering doing graduate school, it means that in your heart, you want to grow professionally, and unlike most people, you're gonna do something about it. So it's a privilege and a big responsibility as a coach, if you get a good one, to be part of that. Just think about what it takes to win a gold medal or a silver or even a bronze in the Olympics. It's not just hard work, it's also the good coaching. You never see the coaches, and that's okay, because they're not the ones who need to succeed. Their success and our success is really measured by the success of our clients. So find out more about us. Give us a call. We can talk about your case and maybe give you some ideas about what the best way is for you to proceed with your plans.